Good morning. How are you guys? Happy Essential Oil Day. Happy International Essential Oil Day. I was thinking a lot about that this weekend and kind of doing a lot of reflection. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I get a lot of conversation, a lot of questions about how does a pharmacist end up so enamored with the essential oil lifestyle. And I thought I'd talk just a little bit about that today in honor of International Essential Oil Day. How did I get started? So it's almost like it went full circle. In 1986 or 87, I can't remember which semester it was, but I was a freshman in college, and I actually had a course on Indian Studies, American Indian Studies, and for my end of term project, I actually interviewed an Alabama Coushatta Indian medicine woman who was probably about 90 years old, and she walked me through the woods, and I videotaped it all. I don't know where that videotape is now, but I wish I had it, because she showed me so many things about plants. And honestly, that probably was the first time I'd ever really thought about plants as medicine. And in its own way, it probably propelled me into pharmacy at a much later date, because in 86 and 87, I was not thinking about pharmacy as a career at all, which is kind of interesting. So God works in amazing ways and lays things in your path, just like he did mine too. So 30 years or 31 years now in pharmacy. That's how long I've been a pharmacist. It's been a little bit longer than that if you count my years as a pharmacy technician as well. 10 years into my pharmacy practice, I started realizing that there was something not quite right about the pharmacy industry. And I graduated in 91, so that would have been around 2001 when that happened. And spending the late 80s and very early 90s in pharmacy school, and then stepping out of pharmacy school and stepping into a pharmacy career, I realize now, looking back, that was pivotal time in pharmacy. In 1986, I believe, they made it very difficult for people to get any compensation for vaccination injuries. And there's a lot of other laws that passed right around that time that I don't think I was aware of in pharmacy school. We get a lot of questions, or I do anyway. I get a lot of questions about, aren't essential oils dangerous? And I'm going to step out on a limb and say even the ones that are the cheapo ones that you find at Wally World or the truck stop or wherever, even those are not going to be as dangerous as what we find in the medical world, in terms of if you're going to compare danger, the actual act of danger. Medication error is the number 3 cause of death in the United States, and 1.3 million ER visits per year are due to adverse drug events. 128,000 deaths a year are due to medications. So those are big numbers. Those are really big numbers. I checked recently on the current stats for essential oils. Mind you, I'm talking about all essential oils, the junkiest oils to the oils that have the most personal wellness benefit. And in 2019, I found an article that kind of made me chuckle, because it said essential oil danger is on the rise. That's actually a phrase that they used in there. Essential oil danger is on the rise. It's risen up to 1,177 cases of hospitalizations for essential oils. Compare that to medication error being the number 3 cause of death in the United States. I think we have the pot calling the kettle black. So anyway, fast forward to 2013, which is really when I jumped into essential oils with both feet. And before I ever even bought an oil, I stepped into this book here, Essential Oil Safety. It's a medical textbook, because I set out to determine how dangerous essential oils actually were. And guess what? They're not. They're not. Compared to medication, they're not. And can you do stupid things with them? Absolutely. You absolutely can. You can hurt yourself with them if you try hard enough, or if you don't do enough due diligence. But you can do that with anything. You can do that with water too, right? So further onward, I wanted to talk about an article that I read this weekend that I saw in a newspaper. And the point to ponder upon on this newspaper article, and it was in the Epoch Times, was that 94% of drugs today are now being approved without high quality evidence. So what does that mean? It means that there are medications that are on the market now, a high number of them, 94% of them, that there's not enough studies yet to say that they are both efficacious or that they are safe. And we hear that about essential oils. There's not enough data. I ask you to go to pubmed.gov and start researching essential oils if you think there's not enough data, because you'll find it. You'll find all the information you ever need. I've dived so deep it took me days to come out of some research, especially early on when I was first learning about this. But what this means is less than 6% of medications, based on this study, less than 6% of medications have high quality evidence to support their benefits. This information was put together by the Cochrane Review, which is an international nonprofit organization that is known for it's known for conducting systematic, non-biased reviews of healthcare and health policies. What did this review find? What did the Cochrane Review find? They found that less than half of the drugs approved for market from 2008 to 2021 had moderate to high quality evidence to support their efficacy. That means that there's not even enough good studies on these medications to prove that they work. But additionally, harmful effects of these medications were underreported by 37%. Of the 1,567 medications reviewed, only 87 medications from 2008 to 2021, only 87 medications have been backed with high quality clinical data. The rest of them, they lack data proving their efficacy, and they lack reporting ensuring their safety. This includes vaccinations in addition to medication. Additionally, there was a 2020 study in the JAMA, which is a well-known literature. The FDA has systemically relaxed its standards of new drug approval since the 1980s. Coincidentally, this is also when we begin seeing more serious adverse events start showing up in medication. That says something in itself, right? On top of that, medications are 85 times higher in price, with less money going to the studies to prove both safety and efficacy. So why are they more expensive? Why are they 85 times more expensive if they're spending less money getting them to market? That's a good question, isn't it? It's now determined that 1 in 5 new medications come with a significant severe adverse event profile. You guys, I would not have left a 6-figure income behind the counter in pharmacy if, number one, I didn't know this and it hadn't eaten at my heart to the point that I knew that I could not be there anymore. I wouldn't have left. That's called integrity. Not everybody is on the same walk that I'm on. Not everybody has done the research that I've done. And each healthcare professional is going to have to do their own walk at their own pace to find out this information. But it's out there. It's out there if you want to go look for it. So back to International Essential Oil Day. I want to show you my 2 favorites. I have Thieves. This is my gateway. This one is the one that keeps me healthy on a daily basis. And then my second favorite, ooh, that was a wasp that just went right by my face. The second one is Stress Away. Stress Away I used to keep in my lab coat at work, keep on my desk, keep beside my bed, keep in my purse. I have it just about everywhere. Same with Thieves. I keep it everywhere. I hope you guys have a favorite oil. If you haven't yet started looking at alternative ways to care for yourself, this is a good way to start. Personal autonomy is the wave of the future. We're not always going to be able to rely on Western medicine. There's a time and a place for Western medicine, don't get me wrong. There is a time and a place, but it should be relegated to after other things have not worked well. You know, we need to learn to read our own bodies. We need to learn to react appropriately when we read our own bodies. And if you need help with that, I'd be happy to help you. I'd be honored to help you. If you want to step into what a Young Living essential oil lifestyle looks like, please message me and I will be happy to walk with you. Not only that, I'll give you a copy of my book if you choose to embark in the process. So you won't be left alone. Essential oils have been around for thousands of years and they're not harmful. They're a gift to us from God. Have a great day and I will talk to you guys later. God bless.